We continue our tour around Badagry. Now we enter into the first story building in Nigeria. This is the compound where the first story building in Nigeria is built. So we go into the building now to see what the building has got to offer and some other special qualities and things that happened inside the building.
Madam,
Good afternoon.
good afternoon.
Welcome to First Story Building in Nigeria,
Okay.
and welcome to Badagry. We have a lot of historical center like story of slavery and the story of the missionaries.
Okay.
If you look at this Badagry, you know slavery started in Badagry 1502,
Yeah.
and slavery used almost 400 years before the missionary came to Badagry, 1842.
Okay.
And this house was built in 1845 by Reverend C.A. Goldman. Inside of this missionary's house, we have 6 bedrooms, 2 sitting rooms, and a 4 store. You know, something is missing, like kitchen and toilet built outside. Look at this foundation. During the olden days, you know, missionary used bond bricks.
Okay.
It's a treated one from Liverpool, from England. And the second one is iron corrugated sheet for the roofing of this story building.
Okay.
And we have a nail. This is the old nail. And we have the hinges. And these are the materials missionary used to build the first story building in Nigeria. And we have a painting of the tree called the historical Ajayi tree. And please let's go and see the painting of the tree.
Okay.
And that's the painting of the tree I'm talking about. You know, during the olden days, we have 2 markets in Badagry. The first market in Badagry, we call it Variegated Slave Market, established 1502.
Okay.
And this one under this tree, we call it Jubilee Market. You can see the write-up, the historical Ajayi tree. Under this tree, Christianity was first proclaimed in Nigeria in September 1842. And the first Christmas first celebrated in December 1842. You know, 2 missionaries preached under this tree. First missionary in Nigeria is Reverend Thomas Bage Freeman from Methodist Church. And the second missionary is Reverend Eric Townsend from Anglican Church, called CMS. The full meaning of CMS, Church Missionary Society. And this particular tree, no more standing again. And this tree used almost 350 years before the tree fell down, June 20th, 1959. You know, after the tree fell down, the replacement of the tree as a monument of the Christianity in this Badagry, you can see it's the Ajayi tree monument beside Badagry Town Hall.
Okay.
And please let's go and see the room of the first Western teacher in Nigeria. And that's the room of the first Western teacher in Nigeria, Mr. Claudius Phillips. He was the first missionary teacher in Nigeria. You know, during the olden days, we call it adult education,
Okay.
not children education. You can see the write-up of the story. The room of the first teacher in Nigeria, Mr. Claudius Phillips, 1845 to 1868. The name of the first primary school in Nigeria was St. Thomas Primary School, established in 1845 with 40 what? Men. My brother, you know, the way the school going on during the olden days, you know, missionary call it adult education. If you want to know the age of the youngest student among the adults, is age of 45 years and above.
Wow.
And the oldest student in school that time should be 58 years. And students spend 12 years in primary school instead of 6 years now.
Yeah.
And maybe our forefather want to finish primary school that time, is age of 70 years, 60 something years. But now the school is children education, not adult education. And there's a picture of the school.
But is this still standing?
Yes, it's a monument site now.
Okay.
And there's a picture of the teacher.
Okay.
And please let's go and see the room of Bishop Samuel Ajayi Crowther. Yeah. According to the history of this man, Bishop Samuel Ajayi Crowther, he was the first African bishop. The story of this man is through the slavery in Nigeria. This man was captured at the age of 12 years old as a slave. Slave don't bear name, bear master's name. This is the name of the masters, Crowther. Crowther was the missionaries. That's why Ajayi have to came through the missionaries. Ajayi attended school, that was the Furabi College, established 1827. When Ajayi finished the study in this school, Ajayi have to go to theology school in England. Ajayi ordained as a full priest. Ajayi have to come back to Nigeria, stand as interpreter. Ajayi translate English Bible into Yoruba inside of this building in 1845. Ajayi can speak 19 good languages. Look at this young man stand at the back of Ajayi Crowther. That's the Reverend Babiti Macaulay. Reverend Babiti Macaulay was a junior priest and married the daughter of Ajayi Crowther and gave birth to Abat Macaulay.
The popular about Macaulay.
Yes.
Wow.
The main Abat Macaulay at Yaba, he was a grandson to Bishop Samuel
Ajayi Crowther. Wow.
Thank you. Let's go. And we have a picture of the first missionaries in Nigeria. Reverend Thomas Bertram was the first missionary reverend in Nigeria. And the second missionary is Reverend Harry Townsend from Anglican Church. And this is the last missionary, Reverend C.A. Goldman. He was in charge of the construction of the first story building in Nigeria. You can see the write-up about the abolition of slave trade in Africa. Let's go. And we have early missionary cemetery in Badagry here. And we have missionary chair, established 1915, about 106 years old. Some Yoruba call it Agbansara. And this is a savings bank for the missionaries during the olden days. We call it British Bank. You can see it, missionaries save offering money and the valuable items. Established 1856, we still have old money inside of this place, like Kari. Kari was the first money Africans spent. Some Yoruba call it Oweyo, and Igbo call it Ego Ayoro, and Hausa call it Wori. And the second money we call it Farden, pounds, shillings, and pence. 1973, Nigeria have to change all the old currency to Naira and Kobo. Let me show you the second one. We have 5 Naira, the old 5 Naira notes, and then we have 1 Naira paper, the picture of Abat Macaulay, you can see it, and this is the old 1 Naira, you can see it.
We are right here in the first story building in Nigeria, here in Badagry, and about to get water from the miracle well. It works a lot of miracle.
This miracle well was dug in 1842 by the missionaries. If we look at this Badagry town, Lagos is surrounded by water, and the Badagry close to water very well. Every other well around this Badagry town, this very particular water lagoon affects other well, but doesn't affect this well since 1842. and this well doesn't dry, serve the people in this community as drinkable water, and also serve the missionaries. You know, tourists have to look at the well as the first missionaries well. Let me add my faith with this water of this well. That's why people started calling what? Miracle well
water.
since 1842.
So the idea of the miracle well is because of other. It doesn't have. It doesn't dry.
No, it's not that one.
Okay.
It's not that one, sir. You know, tourists use the water to pray at home. God answered their prayer.
Okay.
That's why tourists have to name it
Miracle
well.
water.
Not
well.
the changing color with lagoon water or unicorn. No. Same is believing. We have strong belief with your God. God will answer your prayer.
So if I get some of this water now, I use it and
You
pray,
can use
something
it,
will
pray on
happen.
it. Sin is believing.
Okay.
God will answer your prayer.
So I can take as I'm
Yes,
going now.
yes, sir.
Okay.
If you have bottled water, I'll just fetch it for you.
Okay.
If you don't have any plastic.
Now I don't have any plastic, but I can. So we want to get water from the miracle well. Okay. So drinking it now. Everything I will be praying with it. God is going to. Thank you very much. I'm grateful. Yeah, my name is Mr. Ajayi. I am Reverend Father Paul Korobi. Yes. You're welcome. Eh? Yes. Thank you.